Alright, here we have Cruise Sandbox Digger. Mostly done. I still need to just make the bucket and do some shaping up on this end. This right here needs to be rounded over, much like the piece down here, right there. And that'll allow the arm here to actually go a little bit more. But here's how it works right here. This is the arm that actuates the digger, and it's actually very easy to move. I was scared that it was going to be too much of a mechanical disadvantage, because if you notice, the point between the lever and the fulcrum is shorter there than here, which means you actually are at a disadvantage. I braced the pushing arm there so that it doesn't flex. It's 1/8 inch thick steel, which is decent, but just in case I mean, you can even see like the middle part flexes if you push on it too hard. But anyways, you also see that there's a third arm here that connects to the bucket. So these two arms here connect to the bucket. These two. So does this one. And what happens is they actually cross each other. Got some some white zombie going on in the background. So they cross each other, and what that does is it actually allows it, while it's scooping, or while it's the arm is moving, it actually scoops also. So it can actually pick up and retain the load, unlike the ones you buy at the store that just kind of dig like this and are static. So it actually has a really cool advantage there. The base, I don't know if you can see it there, but it's cut out to look like tracks. So that's pretty cool, and it's very well reinforced with 1/8 inch bar on the back side. I went quite heavy duty on the base because I didn't want it to be able to tip over. The bottom is extremely heavy. The bottom is like, I don't know, 50 or 60 pounds. And a kid is right around 50 pounds or less. So I really don't think it's going to be tipping over at all. I had bent just real quickly, rushed kind of through it, a weight box to go on the back. That would go on the back here. It would look pretty cool, but this is 3/16 thick steel, 0.1875. It's pretty thick. And when I was trying to do the 90-degree bends, or the inside bends here, it deformed right by my pinky, where my pinky is right there. So it was going good. I made the initial radius on my big rolling machine there, that I also made. And then I bent the inside radiuses. I started out actually doing it on the vise with a hammer, and that's what bent the other thing. And then I got smart and remembered that I made this awesome tool here that bends the steel, so that I can make a 1/4 inch radius on it, which is plenty tight for this. So, you know, I'm gonna redo it only with 1/8 inch steel. It's not an actual functional weight box. It's just for looks. But here it is. Here I have it just resting on a piece of steel bar, because the main boom is very heavy, and it's going to be spring loaded, so that it'll actually stay up, and you'll kind of push it down into a dig position, so a child can move it pretty easy. But there's the seat base. It's got a big threaded rod coming up on the inside of it that just gets tightened enough so that it doesn't come back in the base. It's just steel on steel for the pivot, but it'll be greased. It's not even greased right now, and it moves very freely. So there it is, my own design, my own conception, and it works really cool. So I'm glad to see that. I mean, I guess it'll change a little bit with the friction once I have all the mounting points on the bucket. We'll see. But I thought I was going to have this spring assisted to digging, and I don't think I'm going to have to do that. So we'll see. But I'm pretty stoked it's turning out exactly like my plan. It's going to look pretty cool. So stay tuned.